The story of Jonathan, the son of King Saul, is primarily described in the books of Samuel in the Bible. Here is a summarized version of his story. Jonathan was the eldest son of King Saul and was known for his bravery and loyalty. He played a significant role in the early parts of King David's story as well. Jonathan's story begins during the time when Saul was the first king of Israel. Saul had led the Israelites to many victories against their enemies, but he also had moments of disobedience towards God's commands. As a consequence, God rejected Saul as king and sent the prophet Samuel to anoint David as his successor. Jonathan befriended David, who was a shepherd and a skilled musician, forming a deep bond of friendship. Despite being aware that David was chosen by God as the next king, Jonathan did not feel threatened or jealous. Instead, he remained loyal to David and supported him. Jonathan demonstrated his loyalty to David during a victory against the Philistines. David was anointed by Samuel as Saul's successor, and he gained popularity among the people. In response, Saul began to fear David and plotted to have him killed. However, Jonathan informed David of his father's intentions and helped him escape. Jonathan and David met secretly and made a covenant of friendship, promising loyalty and protection to each other and their respective families. Jonathan assured David that if he became king, none of Saul's descendants would stand in his way. Their friendship faced various challenges over time, but their bond remained strong. As tensions grew between Saul and David, Jonathan found himself conflicted between his loyalty to his father and his friendship with David. Saul's jealousy and paranoia intensified, leading him to make several attempts to kill David. During one instance, Jonathan interceded and convinced Saul not to pursue his plan. In a poignant moment, Jonathan recognized that David was indeed the chosen one of God. He acknowledged that David would become the king and willingly accepted his own fate as Saul's son. Jonathan remained loyal to his father until his very end. In a battle against the Philistines, Saul and Jonathan were both killed. After the battle, David mourned their deaths, writing a lament known as the Song of the Bow, praising Jonathan's bravery and loyalty. David went on to become the next king, honoring his covenant with Jonathan by showing kindness to Jonathan's son Mephibosheth, despite the customary practice of killing potential threats to the throne. In summary, Jonathan was a loyal friend to David, despite Saul's growing enmity towards him. Jonathan's story demonstrates loyalty, bravery, and a deep sense of righteousness, making him one of the beloved figures in the Bible.